So last minute we decided to go to Oregon and potentially Washington. And this time we're gonna take the bigger rig because I know it's been snowing a ton. And we're gonna do some really remote camping. Got the fridge back here. Little desk set up. And up here we got solar on the roof. This right here is a cell booster. And we got the fridge powering, heated blanket at night, and maybe space heater if there's enough sun. Got the regulator down there. Check out the vibe. Cozy.
So cozy. Electric blanket.
We could have the space heater if we wanted to. A little 500 watt space heater. And a 200 watt space heater in case we just need a little bit of heat for like a couple hours or a lot of heat for an hour.
Take the chill out of the air.
Super, super cozy. Got all the stuff charging, drone charging, laptop, other laptops, phone, more charging stuff, refrigerator. Then we're gonna go to Bend, Oregon to meet Josh, Chelsea, and new baby, 1.5-year-old baby, and do some kind of adventure. And tomorrow it's gonna snow. A lot.
5 to 10 inches.
And we're gonna get a drone shot.
Drone shot in the morning.
Here we go. All right, it is morning outside. Letting the car warm up. It's about 9 o'clock right now, and it just started snowing, so it just hit 32 degrees. It didn't get as cold as I thought, but it's definitely gonna cool here more today. And it is starting to snow, so let's go see how that drone looks. All right, so I made it to Bend and alive, no damage. Look at the absolute havoc I'm wrecking to this nice clean parking lot with this dirty, dirty car. Josh! Where are we going?
On an adventure!
Had to switch seats because we're about to film Golden Hour.
It pains me to say that my chapter is ending for van life. I'm going to be using the funds selling this van for a new endeavor of Juke's Wild Outdoors. Going to be building my truck out, taking my boat, adding some sonar, doing some really amazing things to try to make a difference in the world. Before I can do that, I have to sell this van, but it hasn't sold yet. So I'm going to add a little bit of the Juke Motion Pictures touch, and I've got my buddy Nick, not the Nick you know, but a Nick Nobrega, our epic sunset that we're trying to make it to. I have a spot in mind behind us, and it's gonna be a little bit of a battle to get there. Through the mud, through four-wheel driving.
Give it to me.
This van is epic, but it's not a four-wheel drive van. It does have nice tires. So without further ado, Nick Nobrega and Josh Cantu are gonna bring you an epic commercial. Let's show you what we're working with.
I got a R5, but today I got the R6. And we're also going to be filming on the DJI Mavic 3. And we're going to get some really cool drone shots right now as we head into our camp spot with the last bit of sunset. And this is the Buxom Burb, and it's my adventure rig. I've taken it for about almost 3 years, and have like some solar on top, just decked it out. It's lifted up 2 inches, got some all-terrain tires. So I've been taking this baby as far as Colorado and every state in between for the last 2.5 years, 3 years, so super excited. Let's do it. Ooh, look at that. let's get some human perspective over here, okay? These are some pretty gnarly dips. Look at that, what do you say, is that like 2 feet? But your van's actually pretty high up. You have good ground clearance. So let's see, you wanna sell this van? Can it go over something like this?
You gotta sell it, you know? You gotta put it to the test.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, everyone? First time driving the burb.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, he's gonna film both of us driving through this.
Okay.
So just follow me, unless I don't do it, don't follow me.
Okay.
If I get stuck, like, back up.
Okay.
But if I'm successful, just follow me. Or you can lead the way if you want.
All right, so Josh is about to go over this with his van. Not 4-wheel drive, but it's not really a 4-wheel drive situation here. It's more of a ground clearance thing. Oh, he cleared it, he cleared it. Easy all day. Look at that. And now the burb. All day. Nice. So good.
All right, onward. Still
Yeah,
racing
like-
the sun.
You had like 2 or 3 inches spare.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
Was it close?
Not super close.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Good driving, by the way. You crushed it. You doing the mud pit?
Oh, we're going to the mud pit?
I'm not gonna do it.
No,
No, yeah, dude, it's easy. Just go straight through it.
Oh yeah, it's easy. How deep is it?
You have 4-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, do it.
Nah, no way.
Yeah,
How
dude.
deep it is? I'm gonna do it.
All right, I wasn't brave enough to do it in my van. 2-wheel drive. But Nick Nobrega, can he handle the mud pit? Onward! Woo!
I have to say, I've never done that in this car, but that was a lot of fun.
That was epic. We'll do it on the way out. All right, come in. I'll show you around. We gotta keep the heat in now, cause this heater is cranking.
It is. Look at that.
So I am 6'3" on a good day, and as you see, it's pretty tall in here.
Yeah. With a beanie on, maybe 5'10".
Nice. So you can definitely stand in here. We got the queen size bed. Behind the scenes rolling on this camera. And then this is actually cedar, tongue and groove.
All right, when you're out camping, there's no shame, or even, you don't even have to be camping. Box, we're not sponsored. I heard this was good. And it's an Old Vines Inn, so we're about to have some nice boxed wine out in the middle of nowhere.
And then
we're short on
We forgot cups, but I did bring some Juke whiskey and some shot glasses, so we're gonna have a little cheers using what we have.
Look at that, it's all foamy. Yeah, so this is like the end of a coffee maker cup, but we're making it work.
Yeah. And then we're gonna make some dinner. However,
That is good.
it's making an epic ride out here.
Cheers, thanks man.
Hungry, girly? You hungry? Good girl. So, this is 100 proof whiskey. It's a whiskey of cowboys. Tastes like shit, but it'll keep you warm.
I like it.
It tastes like had it.
Cheers to an epic night.
Thanks for coming out, my friend.
Hot potato. Hot.
Wow. Delicious.
It was.
We clear the ants. Almost to Leavenworth, Washington.
Yes.
So we made it to the beautiful town of Leavenworth, and we're gonna get some food and maybe a beer and kind of check out the town. It's all lit up like it's Disneyland or something here. It's super, super cool, really, really quaint town. And I think it's like Bavarian German style.
Time for food and beer.
Food and beer. Oh, much better. All right, what you got?
I got this Mosaic IPA, special edition.
I got a hazy. Oh man, that's good. Check it. Time for coffee. In this beautiful, beautiful town.
It's about 14 degrees.
14 degrees.
Gingerbread faded.
Look at that. What do you think of Leavenworth?
It's gorgeous.
Reindeer!
Hi, buddy.
Should we get a drone shot? Let's get a drone shot. Where are we headed now?
Seattle.
Seattle. Final destination. Seattle. Here we go.
Sucker for a good sunset.
Ooh, look at that. Cheers. Cheers, brother. Hey, it's a nice little rig you got here, Ryan.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I saw it.
He hates when you sneeze.
That was good. He believed you. He totally believed you. You sit. Bang. Bang. He's a drama boy. Bang. Osh bang. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Osh bangs.
Yeah. I'm like, seriously, man. Bang.
Yeah.
What it is, which is setting this.
All right, so it's been about a week since we started this journey and we've been camping in this car since. So you might be wondering, how are we doing this camping in below freezing temperatures? I mean, it's been like consistently low 20s, high teens at night. So how do we do this? Well, on top we have 3 100-watt solar panels, and that throughout the day, even in this winter Northwest climate with these partial clouds or full overcast, we're still able to get about 600 watts of power throughout the day. That's at its worst. At the current moment, we don't have any kind of propane or diesel heating setup here. We're just purely using electrical. This only works for one reason, and I'll show you exactly how we're doing it. So in the back of the car here now, basically almost the whole part of the car is a raised platform, and I have some stuff under the bed that I can store, and this is about a twin size for 1 or 2 people. It's been 2 people and we've been sleeping quite well here. So the way we're able to stay warm at night is with an electric blanket. Now in terms of like thermal conductivity, it's extremely efficient rather than heating the ambient air. On a really, really good day, if we have a full battery and we have a lot of sun, we can run a space heater in here for about 2 hours. Well, about half the size of a real space heater for about 2 hours, and that'll heat up the car quite nicely. But on these overcast days, we only have enough power for the electric blanket, and just enough, even on the worst days. And so I know that now because through our solar regulator here, our solar regulator tells us how many kilowatt hours go into the battery at any time. And so measuring that throughout the day, I'm able to see that the battery system is getting about 600 watts. And I have another setup with the Jackery, and the Jackery tells me exactly how much power is drawn based on a battery percentage of its 500 watt capacity. And so in other words, I'm able to see that I'm using about 600 watts of power per night. That's to heat the electric blanket for about 10 hours. And we learned this the hard way. We had the electric blanket on top, and that wasn't a good idea because that makes the blanket run consistently because there's nothing that traps in the heat. So what we figured out is the electric blanket has to be under at least one blanket so that it can add some kind of thermal insulation so this thing's not running all the way all the time, which pulls almost 100 watts to power this twin size electric blanket. And so I am running a lithium ion battery setup. It's 100 amp hours. And in addition to that, I have my 500 watt Jackery. So in total, we're looking at about 1,500 watts of total power that we're able to use. And so that is about as much sun as we've been getting the last couple days here, but it is still enough to supply me the power I need. And here is our, that guy just waved at me, totally random. And here is our 3 100 watt panels. And this car actually could fit, honestly, another one pretty easily if I wanted to. But what I did was, if you look over here on the side, I do have these positive and negative pairs hanging out here with a little dummy plug. And I can actually retrofit another set to hook onto maybe a foldable panel that I can store in the car when I'm driving, and when I'm out ready to actually just camp out or leave the car parked somewhere, I can have the 4th panel sitting here, and then I'll have a 400 watt panel array. And I can link the connectors I used in the description, as well as the solar panels, which are Renogy solar panels, and they've been doing quite well. The most I've seen out of it was pushing about 235 watts out of 300, which is pretty decent for a solar panel. It's something about like 80% efficiency, something like that. And because aerodynamics are extremely important, I have this sleek setup here. These panels are super, super thin. And I actually just used this existing kind of, I don't know what its purpose was, but it came with the car originally. It's been here for 25 something years, this 99 Chevy. This is providing kind of an anchor point, and then I have these foam inserts that I put underneath here, and that completely blocks any wind from getting underneath this setup. So the wind is kind of coming over the car and over this as well. And so there shouldn't be much interference in terms of aerodynamics with this setup we have here. And it was quite simple. These little anchor points are just, they're actually straps that you would use for a water heater that is basically wrapped around the rack here that came stock with the car, and there's just a simple bolt connecting it together. It is tight. We had to make sure that when we pulled it all and put the screw through the holes, it was nice and tight, so this thing is just being stretched out over the car's roof rack, and it's quite tight. There's not much flex here at all, and I was a little nervous because, you know, it's not something that you can just mess around with. You need to be really confident about your engineering ability to make sure this doesn't fall off in the middle of the road. But I wanted to make aerodynamics a main point in this. There's hardly much pressure involved here going down the highway in terms of wind resistance to prevent this thing from potentially flying off. Aerodynamics is really key, and I think we got it nailed down with this setup.